Welcome to our channel. The Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence movie that totally missed the mark. Everyone remembers Silver Linings Playbook. But this Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper movie was a total miss. Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence have already starred in 4 films together. And when they do, is usually an Oscar-worthy pairing. The two have collaborated on Silver Linings Playbook, American Hustle, and Joy, with all 3 earning at the very least a nomination for one or both and 2 wins for Lawrence. So one of the biggest mysteries that still echoes around Hollywood corners is what happened with their romantic period piece entitled Serena. Serena is an interesting case study in that it wasn't a production that was bogged down during the shoot. By all accounts, the 2012 filming of the Depression-era piece in the Czech Republic, which served as the rural Appalachian, North Carolina, in the movie went very smoothly. Obviously, the 2 stars have a terrific relationship and proven chemistry. It's what happened before and after the shoot that sent the wheels flying off of what should have been, at the very least, a serviceable film with 2 big-name actors. Serena had pre-production problems. Everything started to go sideways when the film's original director, Darren Aronofsky, decided to pull out of the project and was replaced by Bier, the veteran Danish filmmaker. Bier had an impressive history behind the camera with films like Brothers 2004, After the Wedding 2006, and In a Better World in 2010. In fact, In a Better World won the Academy Award in 2011 for Best Foreign Language Film. So her track record was solid, and Bier had established directorial bona fides. But then another curveball came into play when Angelina Jolie decided to leave the project with Aronofsky, and the titular role of Serena had to be recast. You could do a lot worse than having to resort to Jennifer Lawrence as your replacement, but at the time, she was still on the rise and was known primarily for her work on action-adventure films like Men First Class and The Hunger Games, although she was truly impressive in Winter's Bone in 2010. Once aboard as the lead, Lawrence then suggested Cooper for the role of George Pemberton, because the two had gotten along so well during their shooting of Silver Linings Playbook, which had yet to be released. Nevertheless, these pre-production snaffus didn't prove to be too much to overcome, and the project moved forward. But it did get the project off on the wrong foot. Serena had a relatively smooth shoot. There were still very high hopes for the film when they began shooting in 2012. The story was based on the novel of the same name by Ron Rash, who wrote a story about the ambitious wife of a North Carolina timber baron that also had a Shakespearean Lady Macbeth quality to it. It was an intrepid story, and the 2 leads had proven chemistry. The film was also given a $25-30 million budget to work with, which is a tidy sum for a character-driven romantic period piece. So when the shooting in the Czech Republic wrapped in late 2012, there was no reason to think that they had no less than a decent film that might even turn a little bit of a profit. Unfortunately, the problems started after Bier declared the final cut on set, and the film arrived in the editing room. After filming, Serena faced post-production problems and delays. After the film had wrapped and everyone had gone home, it was time for Bier to put together the film that she envisioned in the editing room. This is the point at which Serena started to falter a bit, as Bier had all kinds of problems cutting together the film in the way that would satiate her. Bier had a reputation in film circles as a perfectionist, and seemed to be paralyzed when it came to arriving at a satisfactory final cut. She reportedly was so indecisive that the film's release was delayed by at least 6 months. Normally, that wouldn't have been such a big deal, but in this particular case, it was while she was still deciding on a final cut that the blockbuster, Silver Linings Playbook, had already debuted and made massive stars out of both Lawrence and Cooper. They were shooting stars that had rocketed far away from the galaxy that Bier and Serena were still mired in, surrounded by film on the cutting room floor. By the time the film was finally released, it was a limited showing and was almost a footnote in fast-paced and ever-changing world of Hollywood. It appeared that the world had moved on and forgotten all about a film that ultimately fell under the scrutiny of critics who weren't thrilled with the performances of the leads, but more unimpressed with Bier and the unsteady and shaky editing that eventually made its way onto the big screen. Serena was a victim of bad box office timing. When the smoke cleared, and Serena was finally released on October 13, 2014, at the London Film Festival, there was an almost eerie feeling at the premiere that both Lawrence and Cooper were contractually obligated to attend. There was a sense that they had already moved on, like they were coming back to their small hometown after making big in the city. Audiences could feel the lack of momentum too, when it earned less than $1 million in theaters. So while Bier's paralysis by analysis was probably the biggest contributing factor to the lost project, it was also the victim of some bad timing and the two actors not bringing their A-games to the roles and movie promotion. To her credit, however, Bier pushed the experience aside and has gone on to direct some very successful projects, including the Sandra Bullock Netflix smash, Bird Box, the hit limited series The Undoing, and The First Lady, which aired on Showtime. In fact, she is the first female director to receive a Golden Globe Award, a Primetime Emmy Award, and a European Film Award. So we're glad that even though Serena bombed, everyone involved appears to have landed squarely on their feet. I wanted to share that glorious moment of handing over Oscar to you together with your best friend Jennifer. Yeo explained via Instagram on Monday, March 11, alongside a slideshow of photos from the night. She reminded me of my By Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeo and Curtis both starred in Everything Everywhere All at Once, taking home the Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress Oscars, respectively, in 2023. Yeo then praised Stone and Lawrence for their years-long friendship. Writing that the two women are always there for each other, she concluded the message, "Congratulations, Emma." All the women who took the stage to present with Yeo previously received the Best Actress Award, with Lawrence winning in 2013 for Silver Linings Playbook. Field won twice for Norma Ray and Places in the Heart in 1979 and 1984, respectively, while Lang took home the statue in 1995 for Blue Sky. Darren received the accolade in 2004 for her role in Monster. Stone, meanwhile, beat out Lily Gladstone in Killers of the Flower Moon, Annette Bening in Carey Mulligan and Maestro, and Sandra Huller in Anatomy of a Fall. She earned the nod for her part as Bella Baxter in Yorgos Lanthimos' Poor Things, marking her second time winning the award after first receiving it for 2017's La La Land. Stone's other past nominations include Best Actress in a Supporting Role for Birdman in 2015 and The Favorite in 2019. She was also up for Best Picture this year for her work as a producer on Poor Things. Stone opened her acceptance speech by thanking her fellow Best Actress nominees. "This is really overwhelming. My voice is also a little gone. Whatever. The women in this category, you are all incredible. Sandra, Annette, Carey, Lily. I share this with you," she gushed while looking at Gladstone, who was also a frontrunner of the night. "I am deeply honored to share this with every cast member, with every single person who poured their love into the making of this film. Thank you for the gift of a lifetime in Bella Baxter." Thanks you for watching. Stay connected with us for more videos.